Hey everybody, this is Al Johnson from the Al Johnson Show. Once again, back with a new video or new videos. Because ladies and gentlemen, as promised, this is going to be me predicting night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania 42, which is happening once again in Las Vegas, Nevada this weekend, just like it happened in Las Vegas last year and happened back in 1993. I already know just by pure guess that just like 9 and 41, this will probably be yet another bad Las Vegas WrestleMania. And I'm sure the talent will go out and give it their all, but looking at this card, which has 13 matches, 7 on night 1, 6 on night 2, but you would think, man, they should have 7 matches for night 2 to make it an even exchange, but c'est la vie. Also, if you guys don't know, this week I did a video talking about why WrestleMania don't feel the same like it once did. If you want to know why I felt that way, you can go watch the video. But we're here to break down the card and predict who I think is going to win or what might happen. Man, the build for this year's WrestleMania has not been good, man. Man, the people at TKO, Ari Emanuel, man, I mean, I understand injuries happen, so changes had to be made, but them once again pricing out people like $10,000-$15,000 a ticket and inserting Pat McAfee in a WWE Championship match that was supremely not needed. But having other YouTubers or celebrities be a part of it that don't need to be, because this is WrestleMania, but whatever. So let's kick off night 1, starting with the opening match: Logan Paul and Austin Theory of the Vision and YouTuber IShowSpeed versus Jimmy and Jay Uso and L.A. Knight. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know why this match is even happening or why IShowSpeed is even on this card. Yet Julia, Tiffany Stratton, Carmelo Hayes, Io, Kairi Sane, I think I said Asuka, Io Sky, Kairi Sane, Chelsea Green, Damian Priest, R-Truth. They're not on the show. They're not important, but yet IShowSpeed and Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll are. What? Anyway, who I think will win this match? I say The Vision and IShowSpeed. Why? Because A, Logan Paul and Austin Theory, they just won the World Tag Team titles. You have to solidify them as a team at this show. And IShowSpeed, I remember seeing a video of his where he was training to be a wrestler, where he took a chair shot to the back, he took a suplex from Randy Orton, I think he ran the ropes, and then he had a tryout match to show what he is capable of doing. And I begrudgingly said that if he sharpens his tools good enough and he puts in the effort, he'll be in WWE quicker than Logan Paul, and we'll probably have a rise. He'll probably win a championship before Logan Paul did. It took Logan Paul a while to win the championship. And I say that The Vision and Speed are winning because I think Jey Uso is turning on his team, especially his brother. I think he's turning on his team. Why? You'll see it in the next video. So that's why I see winning. Next up, the unsanctioned match between Jacob Fatu, Yadamin, and Drew McIntyre. Man, Drew McIntyre, he should be WWE champion going into this event. Man, it sucks. But yeah, these two have had a nice back and forth. Jacob Fatu accidentally helped Drew win the championship back in January, and then I think a month ago he caused Drew the championship. So now we're here. We have an unsanctioned match. I see Drew McIntyre winning. Nothing against Jacob Fatu. I'm sure he'll win at next year's WrestleMania, which is still really taking place in Saudi Arabia, but that's neither here nor there. I see Drew McIntyre winning, in my opinion. Next up, we have the Fatal 4-Way match for the women's tag team titles. Nia Jax and Lash Legend versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria versus Nikki and Brie, the Bella Twins. Why the Bella Twins are in this match is beyond me. Leftovers from the Divas division, especially WWE Hall of Famers, who, let's be real, they became mad popular because they slept with top wrestlers. Especially Nikki Bella. I think she dated John Cena. Why do you think she got a lot of opportunities? It wasn't because she's a good wrestler, nor is Brie. They're not good wrestlers. But whatever. It is whatever. I believe Nikki Bella has an ankle injury. I believe. Yeah, she has an ankle injury. And she's being monitored to see if she's good to go or not. If she's not good to go and the injury is real bad, they might have somebody, a team be put in their place. Even though eventually they will win the tag titles this year. They shouldn't, but it's going to happen. But as far as who I see winning, Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Now, I could see Nia Jax and Lash Legend retaining, which would be nice to see champions going in retaining, because they had just won the championship also a month ago. But my money's on Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. I think those two could further their storyline and eventual breakup by winning these belts, in my opinion. Next up, AJ Lee and Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. It's been really cool to see AJ Lee back in wrestling after 10 years away, 11 years away. It's been good seeing her. And Becky Lynch in this villain role, crash out Becky, tweaking Becky, just spouting off a bunch of nonsense, getting all hyper and all that, being so cartoony, fascinating. So fascinating. But Becky has not been able to beat AJ Lee. She's always tapped out to her. And I think this is going to happen here. I think AJ Lee is going to retain the championship, but I think after the match, in my opinion, I think Becky Lynch is going to publicly call it a day and announce in her villain way, I quit. I'm quitting wrestling. Because I think I saw like a documentary clip where she says she's like, this is like the last contract she had with WWE. And I think she said when she's done, she's going to go be more of a mom than a wrestler. I'm sure she'll do stuff in Hollywood, but she'll more likely want to be a stay-at-home mom unless she wants to go do some more wrestling elsewhere, but not WWE. But I don't see her doing that. I think she's a WWE lifer through and through, but I think she's going to call it a day here when she loses. Next, Seth Rollins versus Gunther. This was supposed to be the match. It was supposed to be Seth Rollins versus Scott Steiner's nephew, Braun Breaker, and Gunther versus Rey Mysterio, where Rey Mysterio would have had to retire, but both were injured, so WWE had to scramble and put them together. Will it be a good match? I think it'll be a great match. They once wrestled back in 2019 when Gunther was once Walter, and I believe Seth Rollins, I think he lost or won via disqualification, and it was not a good look for the then Walter. But now as Gunther, he has done tremendous work. He even retired Bill Goldberg, John Cena, and AJ Styles in nearly a year. And I think he's going to retire Brock Lesnar this year, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I see Seth Rollins winning. If Gunther wins, cool, that's fine. I see Seth Rollins winning. He had just come back from a shoulder injury just in time for WrestleMania. He has just now been medically cleared. I don't see him losing. Next, Stephanie Vaquer defends the Women's World Championship against Women's Royal Rumble winner Liv Morgan. For a match that didn't really have a compelling story except two women expressing their hatred for each other by beating each other up viciously. At one point, I believe Liv, she tossed Stephanie into, I think, LED boards too rough, and Stephanie picked her up and slammed her down to the concrete floor hard. And then on Raw last week, she made Liv Morgan bump into Roxanne Perez, where their heads collided and they had near hematobin bulges, but no concussions. They were sparred the concussion, but it was nasty between them. As far as who I see winning, I have no doubt Steffi is gonna win to show like, okay, this is our next one up. This is our top women in this division. She's gonna retain. I could see that happening, but I think Liv's gonna win because I think it's gonna once again further establish the breakup of the Judgment Day, and plus, I see Liv going on a nice mini run with the championship. In my opinion, at least. So Liv Morgan is winning, and then in the main event, I'm not gonna go into the whole Pat McAfee thing of it. I've said too much of it, but in this we have Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Championship against Randy Orton, who is now a villain again, but the crowd still loves him, and they're booing Cody Rhodes. I could see Cody Rhodes retaining because so far at WrestleMania, I believe ever since he's been back, he's won 2 WrestleManias and lost 2. No, 3. Lost 3 WrestleMania matches since he's been back in WWE. I could see him evening it up, making it 3 for 3, but I wouldn't be opposed to Randy Orton winning, which is my pick to win. Randy Orton is going for his 15th World Championship, and it would be cool to see Randy Orton hold the WWE Championship for however long he can before it's time for him to wrap it up. Again, I could understand why Cody retaining is better, but I'm going with my gut and saying Randy Orton is winning and winning the championship. So to recap, The Vision and Ice Show Speed win the 6-man tag match. Drew McIntyre wins the unsanctioned match. Bayley and Lara Valkyria win the women's tag team titles. AJ Lee retains the women's Intercontinental Championship. Seth Rollins beats Gunther. Liv Morgan becomes the new women's world champion, and Randy Orton becomes the new WWE champion. Thank you all for watching my predictions for night 1. Let me know down below your predictions for night 1, and stay tuned for night 2.